One flaw I see with the attitude towards life across all generations in the present time is an inability to live in the present. Unfortunately, the negativity of this attitude does not end simply at the inability to live in the present or the unwillingness to be present and simply live life, but to dismiss any attempts by people who do wish to simply live life and be happy with what they already have as childish, immature, or other buzzwords implying stagnation. To those people, and by those people I mean people obsessed with constant advancement and so on, I must ask this question, and that is, why are you in such a hurry to become elderly and die? I don't believe you can really debate my question there, in that that is your ultimate desire and the ultimate goal you will achieve with the constant desire to advance and inability to accept what you already have. Of course, if you have a really shitty life, you should try to get it to become better. But most people in this day and age cannot accept it once it is better. It just always has to keep getting better and better and better and better and more better. You go to school and you spend all the time you're in school in agony, waiting so that you can graduate and get that degree, so that you can get your partner, so that you can wait in agony and be unhappy with them because you're not married yet. And then when you're not married yet, you'll wait in agony till the time that you have children, and then you'll wait in agony till you get that big promotion at work, and so on, until eventually, with that mentality, before you know it, you're going to be 80 years old, having spent your entire life waiting for the next time period that you can start waiting again. Now, of course, some might say that I am being immature and trying to make excuses to act like a child. And they will say that work and challenge are a part of life, which I will not debate. Physically and mentally challenging things are a part of life, and they bring you stimulation, and without them, you can't really experience anything positive, because you have to interact to be able to experience, really. So I'm not going to debate that. But I argue that there is a difference between experiencing challenging things that bring stimulation to one's life, like working out or solving a basic problem that maybe you enjoy doing math or something like that. There's a difference between that and becoming a slave to this artificial fantasy of basically being completely dissatisfied with everything and craving more so that you can satisfy more. You're basically craving the ability to keep craving increasing amount of things. So you will basically never truly be happy at that point. Do you really need to have that big job that's full-time and everything and takes up 60 hours so that you can tell yourself you're being productive? Why? Is it so that you can have the big house with the picket fence and the perfect children? Why do you need that? I mean, of course, having children is a natural desire for many people. But imagine if you could just be content. Say you don't want children. Imagine if you could just be content renting a small room somewhere. And, I mean, really, all you need, even if you want a modern lifestyle, do you really need a big house and so on? if you live a modern lifestyle, your forms of entertainment are mostly things that don't take up a lot of space. You can fit a home gym and a TV and a computer and your phones and a place to sleep, a place to relax, all in really like one bedroom. And you could live there alone or with a partner, and basically, if you accepted that you really had everything, you could be happy. And you could just enjoy what you had. You would be able to enjoy that simple happiness forever, essentially, until you eventually would die, much more than you would enjoy your life if you spend your entire life trying to live in the future. Imagine being able to enjoy a garden for how beautiful it already looks, instead of constantly being dissatisfied with it and trying to be like, oh, well, this would make it better and that would make it better. And, well, I can't even enjoy it now because I think that it should be better for X, Y, and Z. Of course, you can always add things, a few extra plants to a garden to improve it, and there's nothing wrong with that, but, adding a few extra flowers or fruits to the garden for the sole purpose of adding more, and not because it really improves anything, and only doing it just so that you can say, oh, look, I'm being productive and I added more to it, I increased it, is kind of pointless. Instead, you should fully embrace the beauty of what you already have. And you can claim that all that is childish or immature, or comes from an unwillingness to want to grow up or have responsibility, but if you look at really like 99% of adults, in the Western world at least, are they really happy? Most people are not going to tell you that they're truly happy. They'll always feel like there's something else that could make them more happy. But if you look at children haven't yet been indoctrinated by our system, and they are more able to live life and accept, simpler things. They don't need to have a giant house and a giant pool. They're able to experience the wonder in life because they're not constantly trying to live in the future.